All right, so we are on to learning about the meta argument called count. So this one is pretty simple. The idea is that we are going to provide a thing that says count here, and that's going to create additional number of servers, okay? So what we will do is we will go to our depends on here code that we were just working on. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it into a new file here called main.tf in this new folder. And there's a few things we don't need. We don't need this S3 bucket. Whoops, I don't know what I keep on pressing to do that. Probably the side here, but we'll take this out and we'll take out our depends on. And so what we're going to do is specify a count. I want 2 instances. And we are going to also make sure that we name this so that we know which server we're looking at. And we're going to say server, we'll do interpolation, and we'll do count.index. And so that should be good. And what we'll have to do is just do 1 or 0 to get that public IP address. So what we'll do now is go ahead and switch folders. It's very important. Make sure you're in the right folder. I do that all the time where I'm in the wrong folder here. Whoops. So we'll do 051 for mine. Again, it might be different if I update the numbers when I do publish this course. We'll do Terraform init as always. And then once that is done, and that should not take too long, we'll do ourselves a Terraform apply, and we will carefully look to see if it's actually going to provision 2 instances, okay? So this shouldn't take too long, the init. Just depends on how much work it has to do to fetch that information. Great, so now what we can do is do a Terraform apply, and I'm just going to expand this up here so that we have a better opportunity to look at it. Apparently I've introduced an error, so maybe it's tags or tags. So we'll try that. I think they show it here on the page, so yeah, it's plural, okay. And so what I want to do is just make sure that we're going to have 2 instances. So we'll scroll all the way to the top here. It says server 1. Server 0. So it is doing that, so that's pretty good. So we'll type in yes. And that's going to go ahead and create those 2 instances. So I'll see you back here when it's done, okay? All right, so after a little wait there, both of our instances have created. So what I'm going to do is make my way over to our EC2 console here, give it a refresh, and I want to see that there are 2 servers running. Notice one is 0 and one is 1. And I want to show you our outputs because in our outputs, we said that we wanted the instance that is index 1. So that's server 1 here. And its public IP address is 54.242.81.205. And so that is what we get there. And so that's pretty much all there really is to this. I think it might be interesting to show Splat to see if it works here. So I want to see if I can get all the IDs returned. So I'm going to just try, or public IPs. So I'm going to give that a go and see if that works. And so what we'll do is Terraform apply, or not apply, we'll do, yeah, apply, and we'll just say only refresh because we don't need to re-provision our resources. We just want to see if we can update our outputs there. And this is an opportunity to show off Splat. Maybe it's refresh only. And notice here that the outputs is going to change to a list. So we'll say yes. And so now if we do Terraform output, okay, we should get a list back here. We say public IPs, right? Whoops. Public IP. I don't think we can do this, but I'm just curious. If I was to do this, would this work? No, it does not. Okay, so yeah, you can get them all back and you use splats, and we'll talk about splats later, but that's all there is for now for this, okay? Oh, and as always, I forgot to destroy our instances there, so let's just type in Terraform apply, auto approve, destroy, and then we are all in good shape, okay? So yeah, just make sure you destroy those instances.